Have you ever wondered why kids play with parachutes? It's a story about education and the Vietnam War and this very sweaty man, so come with me. Let's have a research party. The first mention of parachute play goes as far back to 1960 in Berwick, Pennsylvania. I love Betty Henry. She's a physical education teacher. She later became a principal, and she's kind of responsible for inventing and spreading parachute play. In this article, she's talking all about her guidebook to parachute play. So it starts to spread. I found this report in 1968 of people doing parachute play in Princeton, New Jersey. Here it is in 1969. Here it is in 1970. Soon there were even albums like this one that came out that could help you parachute play. Let's jam a bit. Shake it. Shake it. But soon there would be a couple of bigger reasons for parachute play to take off. We have to look at the bug tug. This is from a 1976 book called The New Games Book. This was spawned by the founders of the Whole Earth Movement, which is this San Francisco outgrowth of the hippie movements that was hugely influential in the 70s. It started in the late 60s. It was supposed to be a reaction against the Vietnam War. Instead of games that were brutally competitive, they wanted to invent new games where everybody could kind of get along. This is Stuart Brand, who's the very famous founder of that Whole Earth Movement and was also part of the New Games movement. So they came out with books like these where people played games that were different from the competitive games like football and baseball. There were games like Tweezly Wop, Boffing. They also mainstreamed the idea of parachute games. These were games where they would all gather under the parachute the same way the kids did, or they would bounce up a giant ball. By the 1980s, these recognizable parachute games had developed, thanks to the mainstreaming by these hippies, but also another reason, because parachute games were more inclusive. They were able to be played by kids who had disabilities. This 1981 guide states it clearly: parachute has many unique characteristics that make it ideal for introducing movements to children with severe multiple impairments. Children who might have a hard time gripping a ball or holding a bat could more easily hold a parachute. And that is still part of the motivation for parachute play today. That is what I love about this story. When playing with a parachute as a kid, or even administering parachute play as an adult, I thought it was this super random but fun thing. But it's actually the contribution of dedicated and creative teachers and those who wanted to include new people in play for better vibes or better accessibility. And we all got to benefit and experience something that feels a lot like magic.